Girls Can Read. Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my July wrap up where I let you guys know what I read and completed in the month of July. First of all, before I get started, I just want to say I'm sorry if you can hear my fan blowing around. It is really hot in my room and yeah, I need it on, so I'm sorry about that, so I'm going to try and talk over it as much as I can. So without further ado, let's get started. So for the month of July I did manage to complete some mangas. I thought I did pretty well considering, because I had a lot going on. I was moving home and I was dealing with loads of stress and anxiety and loads of crap, and there were several days where I didn't want to read anything at all, and I didn't read anything at all, so I'm proud that I managed to get some reading done. It's not like I read nothing in the month. So the first manga that I managed to complete in July was Bakuman volume number 1, and this I ended up giving 4 out of 5 Kit Kats. I really enjoyed this. I think this is great for guys who are going to be into drawing, but there was just something about the generic storyline of this that didn't quite grip me as much as it should, so I'm not sure if I will ever continue on with this, but I know some people who have enjoyed this, so maybe it's more of like a guy's sort of manga, more of like from the artist side of it, but I still did enjoy it. The next manga that I managed to complete in July is Avril Lavigne's Make 5 Wishes. This is volume number 2, however I didn't get confused whilst reading it. It's very colourful and it reminded me kind of a middle grade sort of story, and I ended up giving this 4 out of 5 Kit Kats as well, and it was a quick and enjoyable read. And then I managed to read Blackbird volumes 1, 2 and 3, and these I absolutely adored, and I'm definitely going to be continuing on with reading this manga. It is so addictive. I really love the storyline and the characters, and there was just some dark humour in this, and I really liked the dark humour in it, and it just, I don't know, it seemed really cool. Oh, do you know what? I absolutely love it, and I really recommend this manga to all guys. It's really cool, and it's basically in a world of myth and magic, and there is Misao, and she wants nothing to do with magical realms. She wants to have a normal high school life and get a boyfriend, but then she is the bride of a demon prophecy, and her blood grants incredible powers and her flesh immortality, and the demon realm is fighting over the right to her hand or her life. So she's starting to trust her heart, where Kyo is involved, and Kyo is basically like one of the demons, and he basically is like, you are meant to be my bride, and they were like childhood friends, and then they went away many years later and then met again, and then she sees demons, and then obviously they have this cool bond. They meet up again, and he's like, we're gonna marry one day, like whether you like it or not, sort of thing. And she doesn't really see it at first, but then she's just sort of like, does he like me more than an actual prophecy sort of thing? And it's just really funny in the sense of he is like, you will be my bride no matter what, sort of thing. And it's really cool in that sense, and I really honestly recommend it. Like, these are just, they were so good. 5 out of 5 Kit Kats completely. And the final manga volume that I managed to complete in July is The Owl and the Fairy volume number 3, and I ended up giving this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats as well, and I thought this was really good and really sort of explicit and strong, and I really enjoyed this volume, and I really honestly recommend this series. It's really good, and this series is basically about Lydia. She's a fairy doctor, and they're basically the few people with the ability to see the magical creatures who share the world. And during one of her rare trips to London to visit her father, her quiet life is transformed when she is rescued by kidnappers by a mysterious young man, and he is called Edgar, and so they have returned to London after their adventure on the Isle of Mannan, but life in the capital is no respite for the wary travellers. A being called the Fogman stalks the night streets, snatching children all around town, and it may have something to do with Edgar's dark past. So that is pretty much what happens in this volume, but that's just the generic story, like the first bit that I told you, that she is a fairy doctor, and it's really cool. She's got a talking cat, and you know, I think it's great, and so cool. So, and I think this is actually an anime as well, and I think it might be on YouTube, I'm not entirely sure, but I remember researching it at one point and I think I saw some anime videos of it, so if you're interested in that, definitely give it a try. So those are the books that I read and completed in order to give a rating for. However, there were some DNFs of some mangas as well. The first of which is this a Zombie volume number 1. I just really couldn't get into it. I was probably, I don't know, I was like maybe halfway through and nothing really seemed to have happened, and I didn't really want to continue or force myself to continue. And I always, in normal books, I give myself at least 50 pages, 200 pages, and if I haven't got gripped to the story or interested in any way, then I DNF it. And I pretty much done the same with this manga. I read half of it and I couldn't get into it. There was no storyline to this whatsoever, so I can't really rate it because of that, but I just thought I'd mention that that is a book that I attempted to read. And the other DNF was unfortunately volume number 1 of My Girlfriend is a Geek, and again this I really couldn't get into whatsoever. I read like 50 pages and it just, I think actually I can't remember if I might have completed it. I may have completed it, but I didn't like it at all, so I don't really know whether I should rate it like two Kit Kats. I really don't know. I can't remember if I did or didn't complete it, but I just remember like putting it down and being like, I just don't want to read anymore, so I might have picked it up again at some point. I can't remember, to be honest, and therefore I just want to show you volume number 2 that I'm not going to be picking up, unfortunately. I do have a friend that is going to be buying some mangas off of me, so she can pick and choose from the ones she wants, and then the others I'm just going to give away to charity because I don't need them, I don't want them in this house, and it's freeing up some space and all that, being good to my nan and all that as well with the space. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention the DNFs. So there you have it, guys. These were all of the mangas that I have read and rated, and ones that I DNF'd in the month of July. Please do let me know what you guys have read down in the month of July down in the comments below, because it would be great to hear how you guys did in July, and also let me know what you're planning on reading for August. My August TBR video is going to be up tomorrow, so be sure to check that out as well. I know we're kind of like nearly halfway through the month, but I have had a late start to the month with everything, so you'll be sure to hear and see the books that I plan on reading for the month of August. But thank you very much for watching my videos always, guys. It really does mean a lot. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!